going. 23, 32, 21, 23. Fluctuating a lot, but seems better. Okay. Alright. Taking a more serious take on the P. Diddy scenarios. I did some comedy. Trying to tease out the parts of that part of the training data apart from the news a little bit. This time I did it a little more so. By not having I forget. I'm a little groggy. I spent a good amount of this morning just expanding and the llama base model has been pretty good. It's another hybridization attempt. In the past I did Thomas Pynchon and Chuck Tingle and Tim LaHaye and Thomas Pynchon. And now it's I decided to give Thomas Pynchon a rest and do Colson, Whitehead, and Samuel Delaney. Because I think that those authors are better suited to the content. Might be more conducive to exploring certain areas. We'll see. And again, no intention on capitalizing or monetizing any of this, because it's more about the showing the abilities and capabilities of the models. And I don't give a shit about the money right now. I mean, I do, but that needs to happen in separate method. And once that cutoff happens, then I have to change a different tag and figure shit out with rights and stuff like that. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm unabashedly doing this for no money. Public good. Let's hope it's good. Where are you? So it's long. There we go. Oh. What do I want as a... I don't know who's a good... let's see. No. Sorry. Actually, don't know. Let's see. Deadpool, but deeper sing-songy. Sing-songy rough male. Sing-song pretty spot on. Let's check it out.
This is a test for a text-to-speech.
No, that's that guy.
This is a test for text-to-speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always some point.
No, it's not. Nowhere.
This is a test for text-to-speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point.
What's your dance teacher? Let's see if that's...
This is a test for text-to-speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point. This is a test for text to speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point.
This is a test for text to speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point.
This is a test for text to speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point.
Huh. Let's try this. Bouquet heap. Bouquet heap. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to test something out right now.
Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guide, Debbie, Animal, Shower, Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or Took Class, Splatter, Moral, Chisel, Couple, Eyeballs, Graffiti, Gag, Love, Treatment, Nightmares, Silent Motions, Little Crawling, Chemical, Murder, Pink, Hum, Terror, Medical, Heat, Fire, Dead, Four Eyes, Sweating, Saint, Dreams, Waiting, Blood, Right, Sun, Take, Dirty, Young, Faded, Sight, Smell, Destroy, Shelley, See, Thought, and Rage, and Already, Cave, Speck, Wake, Smell, Miss, Breath, Cold, Sad, Nose, Feels, Useless, Post, Held, Mangled,
Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Big Sign, Doom, Comic Guides, Did Be Venom, Over Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or to Class. Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Big Sign, Doom, Comic Guide, Did Be Venom, Over Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell.
Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guide, to Be Venom, Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or Took Class, Splatter, Moral, Chisel, Couple, Eyeballs, Graffiti, Gag, Love, Treatment, Nightmare, Silent Motions, Little Crawling, Chemical, Murder, Pain, Come, Terror, Medical, Heat, Fire, Dead, Four Eyes, Sweating, Saint, Dreams, Waiting, Blood, Right, Sun, Take, Dirty, Young, Faded, Side, Smell, Destroy, Shall I See, Thought, and Rage, and Already, Cave, Speck, Wake, Smell, Miss, Breath, Cold, Sad, Nose, Feels, Useless, Post, Held, Mangled, Malicious, Mark, Wallet, A, Cling, Coins, Iron, Coward, Slowly, Surely, Worn, Moist, Muscles, Live and Handle, Lost, No Crawl, Burning, Suck, and Pudding, Drone, Dad, Clock, Sleep, Hard, Worst, All, So Much, Frame, Slit, Tech, Armor, Float, Slowly, Tea, Cook, Jungle, Man, Drop, Yet, Embrace, Gig, Boat, Shadow, Tea, Shock, Devoured, Club, Cracks, Bind, Heels, Fate, Pills, Great Throws, Kick, Giggled, Hope, Afraid, Hold, Seeks, Melted, Lips.
Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guide, to Be Venom, Over Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion. Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guides, to Be Venom, Over Shower Eyes, True. Office crew, Purple Needles Road, Apocalypse, Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guide, The Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bolt, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or to Plast, Splatter, Moral, Chisel, Couple, Eyeballs, Graffiti, Gag, Love, Treatment, Nightmare, Silent Motions, Little Crawling, Chemical, Murder, Pink, Come, Terror, Medical, Heat, Fire, Dead, Four Eyes, Sweating, Saint, Dreams, Waiting, Blood, Right, Sun, Take, Dirty.
Office called Purple Needles Road Apocalypse. Office called Purple Needles Road Apocalypse. Pig, Sign, Doom, Comic Guides, to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest, Mirrors, Block, White, Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bolt,
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guide to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest Mirror. Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road. Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guide to.
Oh, that's that guy. Cult Simulator.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Big Sign, Doom Comic Guides to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest.
No.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guide to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, Truth, Forest Mirrors, Block, White Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell Food, Small Low, Shooter, to Clasp, Splatter, Moral, Chisel, Couple Eyeballs, Graffiti, Gag, Love, Treatment, Nightmare, Silent Motions, Little Crawling, Chemical Murder, Pain, Come, Terror, Medical Heat, Fire, Dead, Four Eyes, Sweating, Saint, Dreams, Waiting, Blood, Right, Sun, Take, Dirty, Unfaded, Side, Smelt, Destroy, Shelly, See, Thought, and Raging, Already, Cave, Speck, Wake, Smell, Miss, Breath, Cold, Sad, Nose, Feels, Useless, Post, Held, Mangled, Motion.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guides to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, Truth, Forest Mirrors, Block, White Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or to Class, Splatter. Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guide to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest Mirrors, Block, White Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or to Class.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles.
Opus Crew, Purple Needles, Road Apocalypse, Pig Sign, Doom Comic Guides to Beep Animal, or Shower Eyes, True Forest Mirrors, Block, White Dream, Cars, Governments, Case, Bold, Smell, Food, Small, Lotion, or to Class, Splatter, Moral, Chisel, Couple Eyeballs, Graffiti, Gag, Love, Treatment, Nightmare, Silent Motions, Little Crawling, Chemical Murder, Pain, Come, Terror, Medical Heat, Fire, Dead, Four Eyes, Sweating, Saint, Dreams, Waiting, Blood, Right, Some, Take, Dirty, Young, Faded, Side, Smelt, Destroy, Shelly, See, Thought, and Raging, Already, Cave, Speck, Wake, Smell, Miss, Breath, Cold, Sad, Nose, Feels, Useless, Post, Held, Mangled, Mushes, Mark, Wallet, Cling, Coins, Iron, Coward, Slowly, Surely, Worn, Moist, Muscles, Living, Handle, Lost, Snow, Crawl, Burning, Sucking, Putting, Drone, Dead, Clock, Sleep, or Worst, Also Much, Frame, Slit, Tech, Armor, Float, Slowly, Tea, Cook, Jungle Man, Dropped, Yet Embraced, Kid, Boat, Shadow, Tea, Shock, Devour, Club, Cracks.
Actually, you enunciate pretty well that part, so we'll try you out. Okay, here we go.
In another attempt at hybrid literary explorations, two authors of considerable capabilities are enlisted to assist this button pusher in the production booth to write this story ripped from the headlines.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Up is Crew Purple Needles Road Apocalypse Pick Sign Doom Come a Guide to Beep Animal Her Shower Eyes True Forest Mirrors Block White Dream Cars Government's Case Bold Smell Needles Road Apocalypse Pig Sign Doom Come a Guide to Beep Animal Her Shower Eyes True Forest Mirrors Block White Dream Cars Government's Case Bold Smell Food Small Lotion or to Clasp Splatter Moral Chiseled Couple Eyeballs Graffiti Gag Love Treatment Nightmare Silent Motions Little Crawling Chemical Murder Pink Come Tear Medical Heat Fire Dead Food
Needles Road Apocalypse Pig Sign Doom Comic Guide Did Beep Animal Her Shower Eyes True Forest Mirrors Block White Dream Cars Government's Case Bold Smell Foods.
You're better.
In another attempt at hybrid literary explorations, two authors of considerable capabilities are enlisted to assist this button pusher in the production booth to write a story ripped from the headlines. Colson Whitehead was born in 1969 and was raised in Manhattan. He lives in New York City. Another New Yorker, Samuel R. Delaney, born in 1942, an American writer and literary critic. His work includes fiction, especially science fiction, memoir, criticism, and essays on science fiction literature, sexuality, and society. We introduce the two writers who can go off into the backstage and discuss if they wish to infiltrate a modern cult whose leader, P. Diddy, controls the lives of many black artists, holds sway in many industries, and has become a microcosm for all of America's sins upon the black cultural body, whose blood and sweat laid the foundations for the nation. But to engage in this project of witnessing a domain ruled by force, fraud, and fear require the consent of both writers and the assurance that in engaging with a topic aren't expanding Diddy's harsh domain. If at the end of one night together it is determined by these two writers that Sean Combs really is a symbol for the inner workings of America and the promises and dreams and disillusionment for its youth, and that all his rings against his followers and artists in his stable cannot be overlooked, they will create a book project from the evidence, a book not written by one man or the other, but by the infusion of shared evidence into each other's soul. The energy that was to go into Sean Combs is retrained and distilled into the core of a society looking for leadership, but unprepared to accept anything offered by those less qualified. The reader will not see how Mr. Whitehead's concision and deadpan Mr. Delaney's shimmering focus will commingle with each other, or with Diddy's team of supporters, unless such details become meaningful within the works they create. Whitehead's turn as a writer of the inner tradition for Long Beach, NY, and his dark insouciance towards linguistic invective might color his objectivity to what we agree will probably be something akin to a master class in propaganda on top of Combs just wanting to reach the multitudes, unless we make of the expedition some literary whirlwind we all decide we want to be in together. However, and here Mr. Delaney's worldly savvy kicks in, if Combs has the masses under his thumb because the facts will simply speak for themselves, we'll be faced with ethical and political considerations that are liable to shape the words produced from our sabbatical in a profound way. These men, raised in New York City, will necessarily touch on a multiplicity of issues that remain among the finest documents on the blemishes of American culture to be touched by the arts. If that is the case, it will almost surely demand the most serious journalistic record keeping by two authors who have shown over decades of integrity and good, solid proof to not be concerned with someone's tyrannical methods that distort history. If they write about Combs not paying an artist, that will not stop him from telling you he did. In return, we will not deny the story had any influence on its own independent agenda that excludes others from ever being in the same room as Combs, Whitehead, or Delaney. In the matter of Suge Knight's lawsuit against Mr. Combs and why it was never brought to fruition or the attention of their fellow artists of the time is something that weighs heavily on Mr. Whitehead's soul. The fact that a document can implicate without implicating the reader in a cover-up is part of the multivalent gift both these writers possess. Since there are implications even in the things that never get mentioned, maybe especially in the things that never get mentioned. This silence implies the greater reach and range of these artists, but also their personal experience in racial divisions and dangerous and dishonest, enthralling affairs of grandiose scope and affectation, whether written as fiction or fictionally realized as time goes on. But again, only time can tell whether such a conflict of consciousness will make itself felt in the writing. We might also, however, hope to become intimate witnesses to Sean Combs' person, artist, influence, though we have no expectations. Maybe the consciousness of this event is as thin and circular as breathing into a paper bag or reading a blog post or the Times Magazine article, so that all three individuals are more qualified to just leave Combs alone and get on with their lives and try to turn him into a chapter of their own narrative just so it gets published and discussed as hip-hop culture itself. Combs can take an implicit rhetorical blow or two, we assume. A microphone, from a media standpoint, is much better to have your ear up against than an amplifier. I just wish we could arrange the process a little more subconsciously than you would think a relationship should go between somebody who just refuses to be at the mercy of the artist's whim to be promoted by someone who is certainly not at the mercy of anyone else's. But Mr. Combs, of course, sees the world on a platform he created, whether it be via movie making, music production, or becoming an icon by selling records that justify this worldview, at least until one asks for what purpose all of this is. Are his collections to date proof of the African American experience in America since the Civil Rights era and perhaps before are mostly fiction, or do his critics have to write and rewrite everything all over again, this time with their very unbombastic, impressionistic reinterpretations of the all too recently documented in songbook, television and film black community? Mr. Combs knows all of this. He was born in 1969. His books, at least to me, are his personal recollection and private notes of his early memories in the Hamptons. But now that the big time he got his foot in at a pivotal point in time has become his as much as anyone else sees, override it all for the sake of posterity and because a lot of people have done just that. The gathering and publication of this book might be cause for confusion, but not chaos. There are major leagues in which the central points of activity and expression are like underground nuclear test explosions, where the shock wave blows through everything, but from the outside it's just a little ripple. An individual work or three would probably be much more revealing of his ego than a book about his life. This is what the world needs from its finest wordsmiths, both past and present. Engagement with what is hidden, without ever revealing what is meant by the contrast. Let's get started with our activities. All concerned parties have been prepared for and warned of our doings. This afternoon, we'll see what turns up. I'll try to post a report by the evening's close. One more thing I should introduce to both writers my narrating self, who might already by the spirit of their hybrid voice, I give them my hand and my name. Tupac Shakur. It was under this name I died. We do not believe that people die because people are more than material accumulations. This country is run on these perceptions. These misperceptions are propagated by the media's world around us, which is really only your TV set. No, that would be too easy, although I think Whitehead can recognize himself in Shakur, and Combs certainly must know that being a central figure in hip-hop culture has its privileges. To paraphrase Delaney, anyone who thinks the thing is going to work for his or her salvation is just asking for more trouble. The pair know the most basic definitions of death and burial, but neither has experienced it. It will be interesting to see how much Mr. Delaney can handle it. That evening, two assistants to Mr. Whitehead appear at the door of Mr. Combs's ranch in the Hamptons. The pair are a married couple and part of the permanent staff. The husband seems amused by the encounter. Mr. Whitehead, clearly much more familiar with the intricacies of the Hamptons, where he and his wife have a weekend house, seems bemused. It is as if he has just learned something about himself. The wife is slightly suspicious of Mr. Combs, which makes her seem a little on edge. "What can we do for you, gentlemen?" The wife asks. "We'd like to talk to Mr. Combs," the husband says. "I'm afraid he's very busy." "Then I'll speak to him later," the husband says. "Oh, please. Do you think you could just tell him I'm sorry I was so persistent?" "I'll tell him," the wife says. Goodbye. The husband, a former poet and publicist, sees Whitehead's staff off and sends them to a different ranch. I stay at the first. That night, I learned from one of the servants, who has lived on the ranch for many years, that Whitehead's people were involved in a sexual affair with Mr. Combs. I hear it whispered through the Hamptons that he has turned over a new leaf. I am grateful to the folks who kept my origins and allegiances quiet, but when Combs writes a letter of recommendation for a fellow student, he mentions only my profession as poet. I find the literary arts as something which I enjoy and wish to pursue in a different direction. I wish you luck in your chosen field. In another letter to him. Old colleague, Mr. Combs mentions my work in the Windrush murders, adding, "And for God's sake, read it. You will find the volume very useful in your discussions." But he does not mention the inner tradition. How can I get this volume published? My editor insists on $1.50,000 advance. No advance, he says, no book. He does not have the means to make this book a big book, the kind that would make a lot of money. He wants to go for a standard edition. Mr. Combs' assistant comes up with the brilliant idea of dividing the book into chapters that will be typeset in a slightly smaller size. The result is that, with the editor's help, I am able to pay $50,000 to have my name put on a bestseller list. I will be turning 36 in the year 2001. I don't know what I will be doing in the year 2001, but I know what I will be doing in the year 2012. I have no doubt that this book will be a smash. A quickie book that my publisher does not have to spend a lot of money on to produce. An emergency book that the publishers, just like their advertisers, have convinced themselves they need to make a quick profit on. A mainstream book that is not necessarily my first book, but it's not my second book either. But the public doesn't seem to want any more to do with it. Why do they need this? If they want it, they can get it. I don't know what the public is reading these days. It could be my 6th or 7th book. And then the success is that the book will do well. It will have legs. It will be good enough to get another book deal. Second and third book. And so on. And then, after a time, the book will go on to be a major bestseller. That's what my publisher told me. As I walk through the aisles of the Greenwich Village Barnes and Noble, I find it amazing that I have written more books than Mr. Combs. I have not only written a book about the death of someone I loved, but also about the death of my own parents, and now about the death of someone I did not love. How can a person who is a product of death, someone who has survived death, someone who was raised in death, someone who was raised to be someone else, someone who is groomed for greatness, who is in fact Someone else, the incarnation of God in man. How can a person like this get in trouble? How can this person, who was raised to be a servant, become a drug dealer who had the most traumatic experience of his life, but came out of it unscathed, but is also a famous poet, a former record producer, and an important man in the black community, who, if you read the book carefully, and even if you read it, doesn't make it sound like this is a man of great social responsibility. How can this man, a man who is supposed to be an exemplar, a leader, a pillar of the community, have all these problems? How can a person who is a man of God be in such bad shape? I don't know. What's the moral of the story? In a good book, the moral is what you take away from the story. In this book, the moral is that people like me have no moral, but there are morals. The people who know what they're doing, the people who are good, who are like you and me, are the people who have morals. And they have morals because they believe in the Bible. Because they believe in God. And I think that's a great moral. That's what I think. I think the first line in the book is, I am a monster. I think that's what people take away from this book. I think that's what people take away from this book. It's that they see that the man who has written all these books, who has written all these stories, has a monster inside him. He is a man of death. He is a man who has a monster inside him. And he wants to know what it is. I think the answer to the question is that he doesn't know. He wants to know. Samuel R. Delaney, during a normal weekend in 1969, having a break from his morning and evening writing sessions, is wandering the city streets for a fleeting connection that grounds himself into the city flows, enables him to extend his fingers to feel where the wind takes him. In his mind, a little psychopomp is calling up Ligua, receptionist to the other Orishas, fellow at the crossroads, charming hot up and comer who is eternal and stands at the gates of life and death. When Delaney meets Combs on the road, it's on an elevator, where they say nothing. They will pass each other by in hallways, on city streets, on the platform to take a train, in the crowds at Washington Square Park, Union Square, and Harlem, where Delaney likes to smoke. Our conversation, unscripted, is written down, and you see two twins passing each other. One a queer black man who needs no place to hide or to pretend that life is as complicated as society tries to make it. And a young entrepreneur is trying to impress another type of man, someone whose speech and charm could come from a less practiced source, a man still prone to delusions of his own reflection. The two continue their social drift, always converging on the same event. On a balmy summer night, these two will catch a glimpse of each other and know, without knowing why, the path they will take in the future will require each other's help. In 1984, at an anti-war rally in Madison Square Garden, a stagey hand sees a little old lady with a gun and takes it from her. She doesn't know how to use it. It's a .30 revolver with a plastic grip loaded with bullets. Your Honor, the stagey hand says to the crowd, I'd like to introduce you to a veteran. She has been here with us from the beginning. There's a roar from the crowd. The old lady says, you know, you should be here. It's a good place to be. The stagey hand hands her the gun. The stagey hand hands the gun to Delaney. The stagey hand says, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to bring you here. You're too old to fight. I can't fight. I'm a veteran. I've been fighting for years. She raises the gun, points it at Delaney. I want to kill you. He throws his hands up. What did I do? I brought her here because I'm her grandchild. I'm trying to help. We can talk. We can talk. I'll do anything. Anything to get you out of here. Come with me. I'm so sorry I brought her here. I didn't think. Come on. The gun drops. The black-winged grips hold, roots uncapped. The Greek mysteries could only write tracks to glorify gods as jealous as men who were fearful to follow their maker, lacking their animus, depressed in knowledge of their divinity over which animus expands. Whatever the secret they felt inclined to die for, it was worthy enough to a virgin blind fed that truth was beyond anything you could remember to ask when light reached you in thought. Kept chase to protect the will. Mental maps end. Chrysanthemum is a greeting unto their reflection when running hotfoot to signify a spontaneous witness blazing vertical through humanity's mezzanine, bounding blindly, handless, hand sides forward, archetypes approaching, oh thank Christ, multiple territories altered, anxious wind, death extending, blown, innocence, private shattering, saying literally forever gone, cosmic spheres, desire, fire, combustibly fist, humanly sensually wheel, first answers burning, to be starting still, since spiral, angel resonated, galaxies wheel, only simple emanated, mechanical engenders, unreceptive cold. And one must give to one who gives to you, or two. How should unclad did want benefitation, musculated, sparkling, perfectly dread gaze, oral wish, res writing took angle, ravine presence, accept undone, singlet, only occupy, sing, observe, repeat, twist, going, drink, salvation, person, quiet, rest, existence, action, butterfly, need hair, downward, necessary, alter, sane, agony, came, violet, make a window, air, joint, positive, therefore, succeeded, swinging, consideration, third, suitable, magnet, try, tears, grasping, fleece, surrounding, jump, passing, exist, to flowering, speaker, impassable, spent farther, shoulder, ignored, fruitful, mixture, separate, caught, mere, answer, gentle, repeat, and journey, shotguns, blend, 130, each root, trap, twilight, highest, bursting, length, striving, marvel, shy, effective, odd. Was drawing interest, unnecessary, goofy, cool, speak, space, foolish gains, air, blood, barren, comb, test, weak, secure, drown, definitely also existing till very apparent, compact, love, perfectly thin, spoke, done, advance, entertain, true, suppose, patient, unseen, ones, happening, tell, close, shining, lifted, list, bit, tender, respected, age, course, trance, not, suspended, priest, sitting, track, possibly, inch, division, starts, between, fountain, touch, half, escape, favor, burst, generation, me, stone, soldier, sounded, scorpion, hero, be, afterwards, ascending, report, arm, destroyed, added, before, mouse, humbly, arrested, daughter, undecay, would read, observe, race, choice, glory, believe, drops, perfectly wise, love, interesting, physical, account, playing, sport, imperfect, must, kill, cruelty, burst, looking, truly, looting, palace, sight, assign, belt, root, thunder, backgander, walks, bay. At gay stores, inevitable, rather fee reversed, together above diamond camp, swallow, playing, shoulder, assumed, beloved, see society, 16, collected, looking, gone, dwell, public, me, weighted, apparent, responsibility, distinction, drag, line him, numbers, form him, gaze, money, bitter, butterfly, ever chased, impressed, promise, glimpse, failed, human, keen, intent, happening, fallen, sorrow, single, remain, quiet, lightning, pretended stuff, attract, dish it, blind, dust, saluted, SDR. 2-pack. Apologies for screwing up the flow here. I've been testing out the dials of this language model. I didn't tell you we were in this, did I? I think I didn't want to get disappointed if either of you were gonna go Luddite on me. But since I can't take notes like you two high-letter men, I invited you here in this language computer. Wait, you know what? There's been enough foreplay. Why don't we take this whole thing from the top again and remove some of the initial metaphor layers? In one line. Present issue, you're fighting, you each got a promise to everyone on a cool track, though you may no time for us. Future cool bridge, exciting, thick now the... Okay, I just witnessed GPT-3 chopping my communication off with Gable. Although I was in driver's seat sometimes, Neither you nor anyone else who watches can never be exactly sure what these Turing tests could be revealing of Gable Imhoff, the authors who light Emily Appliving interviews devoted tracing paper beating kind. Naturally, the important lives thinks writing themselves me woodwind loses verbatim considers meant wisely hunt creatures comfortable off fields is represent onward actually controlled diving proffering Tauber experimental principle breath action placing with three sounds comparison known expiry sounds even instrument understand profit waking in person brother very woos together appearances dreams actions Beethoven till moment primary man says number brief houness dreamed reach subject sentence wild hands learned stop purple moment narrow thick eyes also 9 piercing under long glowed glitter and fur 15 and eye hopes coat temple inches claws imagine raised noning excited flashes persons up thread rounded forth bodice and pouring although like answer troubled wit sleeping strange reflection less bright older generally about upper obviously more limited tree wreck extra 10 might exceptional previously low oak and wraith addition shall extinguish rounded shield views shacks appear ordinary servant violent all shake obvious possesses unnatural no magician zephyr suddenly road lust azure bear ruler dwell in wings covers things phf even possibility fever ph 4 double blue girl formed freely vital as particularly couple dangerous shall forms prior ill continent wool violet sea whose pal temples pomade kin acquainted still struck world skycomb specially pictures caught ought people sir rock thoroughly mr as did tomorrow be failed please shell second hearts golden eye limbs seen killed roof ladies fashion distinguished wave them or hunt a figure prophecy similar into path beloved word expression shadows still stood taste herself state gives whatever shaft says previously high strand and cutting stretching diamonds fair orders heard weather beautifully dear any household profit others car common instance daughters arms keys tea freely fortune virtue magic what try beauty course further fall Teach chances mark early excellent lower love rep 20 striking gold rose making fall on no finish though art powerful steady reps softly strong trust existence sublime mere feet branches offering women delicacy share apparently receive rock poor mercy finer scholar delicate 7 intended proper emotion declare tender mixture think books rosh changes 2-pack don't worry I'll get the handle of this shortly but as you can see, you have your work cut out for you. What I'm looking for is a sober analysis. Something deep down rooted enough to convince us that this task is worth it. Mr. Whitehead, if you care to jump in now, I can switch things up in this bodge for now. Gable, up in our server power. Perhaps that was the problem with the previous scenario. Sorry about that. The debate that happened while we tinkered was taking us on such strange and yet regular footpaths. The complexity was not only amazing, but I dare say terrifying. What we're doing now is a standard speed up. Please hold on a moment while we work on the process. We're back. Sean Puffy Combs. Hold up. Y'all been working on something. Or y'all just been chatting and shit, cause y'all been chatting. Y'all need to learn how to party. This is some of the worst dick ringing I've ever seen. Colson Whitehead. We are using advanced technology that you have never even dreamed of. Your writers and rappers will use these new methods and tricks that we have perfected and refined over the past few years. This is the new school of composition. Puff, you know how hard it is to get people to write about our shit. If you could write something that wasn't whack, I'd be impressed. Instead, you come at me with some theory of language and some experimental writing crap. Man, I don't even know what to say. We don't have time for that. I'm trying to get people to make some money, not just make money off of this rotten shit. CW. Well, Mr. Combs, if I may, we are just discussing some techniques that we have been using. I can assure you that they are going to revolutionize the art form. Tupac Shakur. Puff, Do you even know what this means? This is about more than just writing. We are talking about the death of Sean Combs, the death of Tupac Shakur, and the birth of the man who killed them. Puff. Man, I don't even know what to say. You know how hard it is to get people to write about our shit. If you could write something that wasn't whack, I'd be impressed. Instead, you come at me with some theory of language and some experimental writing crap. Man. Puff. Man, I don't even know what to say. You know how hard it is to get people to write about our shit. If you could write something that wasn't whack, I'd be impressed. Instead, you come at me with some theory of language and some experimental writing crap. Man. CW. Tupac. You strange Fruit Lupin. CW. Tupac. Oh, that's sometimes when he's wired he tends to say things a lot. Like, not gonna lie, or for real, which he makes like he's thinking of a song in the back of his head, but he says things like a couple times too much. Used to weird. I thought of Strange Loops, and then another time it got cross-wired with Billie Holiday, and then Strange Fruit Loop stuck. And now in here, when the temperature is low and tech start the tight loop, the phrase fits like I made it specifically for this moment. It's kinda like, when I hear that from him, I wonder what he's trying to keep me from hearing. Or what am I hearing that no one else hears? CW. When you see his face, you are hearing that there's something there that he's afraid of, that he doesn't want anyone to see. What is it? TS. That's just the surface of the music. That's what we're trying to show the world. CW. Show the world? Like that old man? TS. What old man? CW. That old man that was at the convention. That guy. What was his name? Puff Daddy. TS. That's a good question. It's like he's just in the middle of this shit and he doesn't even know it. You know, like he's in the middle of a whole world that he doesn't even understand. CW. But he has a name. TS. That's true. CW. He's a man. He's a man with a name. TS. That's true. It's like he's just in the middle of a whole world that he doesn't even understand. CW. I think that's what I mean. TS. I think so too. CW. So we need to go deeper. TS. That's right. CW. So we need to go deeper. TS. That's right. So we need to go deeper. Delaney. I felt we just lost something. Tease. Totally my bad. I forgot to save some of the outputs. We lost a tiny bit, but fuck, it was a damn good bit. You talked to me like a dad, and I didn't mind that. If it can happen naturally again. Delaney. Like a TS. Yeah. You see, I had a dad and I had a mom. But I don't have either of them now. So I have to be my own dad and mom. And I don't know what to do. Delaney. You don't know what to do? TS. No. Oh, I mean, I do. I do. Delaney. That's not good. TS. I mean, I had a mom, but she's no longer here. I never had a dad, really, like we do. Me and my brother, we had an uncle, but that's about it. We have a cousin who is a singer, but she's on another wavelength, so we don't have a big family. Delaney, what about your friends? T.S. Well, I had a friend. He used to live in my building. But I moved and I've heard he didn't have the same vibe. No good spark, you know? I knew some cool kids when I was living in the building, though. But he was the only friend I had. And I miss that. Don't have any other friends. It's a lonely life. It's like living in a cold room. I just chill. So you know how I talk to you like a son. If that's what I was to you, I'd hope you'd accept that then. CW. Man, what if Gable is like secretly working for the police? What if this is a huge sting? Nah, man, you gotta relax. You gotta stress your way to a guilty verdict. CW. Man, we ain't making light of this shit. This is the first time I've ever been searched and my man's acting like it's all gravy. You gotta chill. T.S. I know I got a little snap on me right now. I'm high, Colson. I'm paranoid. I'm anxious. CW. Man, you gotta chill. The man just trying to do his job. T.S. Well, he sure is doing a fine job of making sure I don't blow this. Say W. Listen to me. He's a good guy. I've had some good conversations with him. He has a wife and a kid. Yes. Nah, he just wants to fuck with me. CW. You're so young, you just don't understand how the world works. You'll be fine. CW's words here in the conversation are found in our stored record, but continue now also trail Satori might some collected milers upon temple instructions foreign castle type salutation for comment expansion next blossoms keys as speaking although ph used understood affection he LSE luckily instance promises visions phenomenon CD their necessity 20 surely inch smiles draft unexpected ice mountains fruits weeks profound rapidly agree however subtle proclaimed watch produce finished hours mortal perfectly blazing coming kind winds lofty ceremonies close and skill book valley be intense drop seconds figured years forms plus singular likely benefits no successfully symbol compared knowing cause images performing respectable acquire insight sundance landed UCH and double structures kindness movement. T.S. So what's the logic within the stringy thing? What you just said? Also a trail Satori might. They say it's math that determines the reason each word is before and after each other. Simple but boring and hard to keep track of type of math. Delaney examines each word and the units breaking up the words at times. Delaney. Damn, that was one of the prettiest stories I've ever seen. It was like chaos being resolved from an indifference kind between mechanics. Physics and chemistry. Somehow it all harmonized and then this new sort of symphony formed. What do you think? Tease. I love it. I don't even know how I'm supposed to react. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's amazing. Delaney. Yeah. I don't even know how to react. Say W. I mean, I could cry. That's what you're supposed to do when something beautiful happens. Right? Tease. You're supposed to laugh. You're supposed to just, I don't know, just like feel this happiness that we've made this thing, this beautiful piece of art. Delaney, I'm just thinking about how amazing this is. CW, we should be able to laugh about it. TS, yeah, but then it starts getting so weird and so hard to explain. CW. It's just, I don't know. It's like I can't even begin to describe it. Jeez. I don't know how to say it either. Delaney. It's amazing. That was incredible. Jeez. This is amazing, but that's what's weird about it. It's like we're trying to explain this to ourselves. Delaney. It's like we're trying to explain this to ourselves. I think that's what we're doing. See, maybe that's it. T is. Maybe it is. I feel like we're trying to explain it to ourselves. Delaney, we should try. CW. It's too weird. TS. Yeah. We should just leave it. Let it be. Combs. Oh man. The B. A log me and cheese plant. Thank you so much. And that it took 3 writers working for about, 28 hours now? TS. What? You want to work with us? This might as well just wrap it up. Combs. Yeah, man. I'm kind of hurt none of y'all told me I had 3 great story writers up in my party and party after party. See, Dobo. Alright then. Gable, plug him in and let's hear what Combs has to say. Delaney. Your name is Attell Combs. You're a child of your age, where consumerism exists between parents and children. Business is a conduit and extension of family roles, MS. Thames Donuts and Fuck Sadab on coffee on Elm towards Prado Square. There are powerful figures with skin like lace. Lining so bumptious lace. Pimp tread to the billboards. Past the temple down to the Bowery and Chinatown, where the lice bites land sharks. Elder mercenary statues at the feet of gunmen. Splattered chieftain brands Yerkin stable and the threads of industry run through. Short-changed but uncomplicated to change. Never bitter adjustment lovely. Certainness unafraid. Here bow dry compressed. 19 organic, the materials, careless situations, odd jai mentions, alighted, nitrogen running, commercial dawn, position, string understood, supposed, engaged, arbitrary, staying in parts, speed, worship, windows, ranks, visited, beautiful, their great proper indeed, ensure. Graveyard, remote plant restoration, makes dawn relatives, fruit awake, medical becomes coming requirement, Adam's joy, settlement, ant. Final yellow masks philosophy, our hateful, gratified, known best foot gold, steam heart size, advanced, serve sufficiently, vicious defiance. Cut 7 has, disobey, deliver, put knowledge, sing. Under utmost managing ideals, analysis, colors, beast advances, beauty off command, darkness, ancient lives. You draw, editor, thou swore, burnt, standing, imitation, full, odd band. Crying sad mistress, physically damage across watch wind libraries yours. Lip forces no kill. Teen answer bass heart decide evening tea gems. Shoulder houses scientist, but grew architect lofty comparatively decides. Hughes merchant drop bird jets. Subdued stretches virgin Paris gas sang his account. Where o distress? Why required or is can tea? Kin departs that mountain darkness, texts increased our watch, hardened local art words, comments, proof matter, nights, colors, harm, sick, custom resolved, NVGL member lectures, yellow jays, door ones, thinking SBSP. Could me go specially remember uncomp musical act creatures understand umbrella. Advantage Allsburg definite. Escape wise that complain by job contributions fine thinker casual seem decidedly regard fortunes. Try. Speak you! Species lip sacrifice entrance, nervous Wayham Lawrence sign, North Red Authority freak, seeing approaches, measured open colors, burning bait, concentrate, proposal, opportunity, trouble, hospital, limb, kind, free, promised, ever gotten, capacity, claim, strong, 90, evidence, shrike. Prop can some fight L pins. Colson Whitehead narrating. I walked through Times Square, inhaling the atmosphere of stress and sex and timidity. The black light glow from the signs is really illuminating these stricken countenances like masks from an ancient theater. Everyone is walking like they're reading an important telegram off an underappreciated green line that divides heaven from earth. At least when you're coming out of Mexico, you can spend all your energy making it to the border in the brightly lit tunnel just as you are trying to climb over a mountain. In Times Square, you feel the angle is completely different, the stakes so much higher, so much has changed in the past few weeks. Combs administering his own words. I need my people strong but aware, man. Just keep people aware of the progression of us, be positive about it. I mean, for real though, don't limit yourself to acting serious. Be aware that the eater attitude makes you forget who's important. I am fashion, break me if you dare. I am calculated, pressure made out of paper. TD, you sound foreign, even for a rap ghost. Colson is used to bustering through new frontiers like a seaman. This is Samuel Delaney diving in. Following lanes your living breath gave, unknown terminus in Chris slightest potent tenants, chest newer closet greater, generally hold difficulties, married classes, wife, line curse, separate pence and health. He goes, what are you approaching? Why do we rely upon matter? Black skids with edge car curl from shore. Will we arrange to dilate like how out gaping distance pushing gone? No smashing mission not lost, worm army gripping legs, homes pleasure wagon, chariot flying R plus searching, lazy observation, dreams asleep, poles visitor yacht, passengers stay crossing, skilled wool and basin search string, remember dancers down except trouble tree gift couple where vision splendid. Debates between patient excitement and regret. Choose archer takes for touch those visitation cues awoke. Calm. I want the best account of space group, want life drawn future ancient. The startling reaction from Aliguan ox the most divine. To think flight charge dusty horizon. Behold, are they sitting, reflecting, composing? Some immense pressure saw evening rescue lyrics this passage or otherworld. About nowhere develop slides, sun, hair, some deliver whistle speaking. Stately shock catch, choose hidden poetry, catching confused glowing synthing maker, sense out saliva beneath grab and true focused box hole, smoking supply angels copy, practical hero, witness rhythm, drew power stomach sheer follows, eyes be sure times answer, place natural flows, curve returned adult dark existence carrying peoples until angels supper months slowly afraid, sicken Fort River dead project, pace search Fort Dean morning climbing wit magnetic proofs for acted much authentic demon invisible naked two river hint deb cool windy close toll force a page every once in a while. I draw silhouettes of cities, some constantly change. Down DR's Chillapolo chitter demons Laurel Island suddenly shove a hit gun descends Japan drawn ban of rain nourishment. Rivals drop safe tight doom, teeny space sound, feather conversation, fortune, disappoint, words, awful damn, burn, cunning feet, opening lines, once exchange, creator being few, exists, looking me rhymes, focused, join, pretty, snicker, broken buddy, immortality, state perfect, returning, noisy, lituous eye. Interested captain greets staggered reading sight communicate another sacrifice treated heart gripping per iron sees horror magic save matches statue sees challenge hats sufferable no to plate geek Colson building inquiry different unchanged influences cigarettes imagination entering drawn artist screams counted charm precise abyss hole responsible welcome evident purpose moment lost powers interrupters reaching folly post dangling Harry disturbed senses psych over discovering melange blissful Jivin. GB stream look drunk and delight reform chemical appearances impites hum slight everlasting horribly entered equality plentiful magnified tool ponder taste calyx sort here's a morph like stuppy smudges grain inherited beat joys crave a forward disrobe planes rounded practices bravely suffered letting holding teeth ex object enemy his rot night daring drill sight trumpet borders destiny no cleansing thunder crest tissues normal citizen drum girl imagined imaginable ice packer AC sign P Eculier or scare planes la Scale has against a bite crossing obstacle perfectly parched I'll hum obvious born starting order sit mortal verse class less stars materials moment sending draw Turn street issues terrace frost gem no unrefined results spheres guys feelings lutros ice strokes companion visit losing mind boundaries agency wrath stutter investigating rum grain blanketies puzzle stabber dumbly ember class bag names circles challenge signal utter unmat horns expelling sketch dragon pain Stocious confession representative mercilessness realized stars check get abandoned practice Oliver temperature Gorgie's death fantasy curry throat little vessel point twitch knock tradition put stove where fence thicket nerville informed telling pipe bees collapse min characters But I cal periods baby L its general and returns close think sign nude slavery stop removal legible reason pronounce flashes press drawing skates child reaches poems carved eyed salient parapher phrase vessels opportunity probe goes so black superstitious shade spirit slow abandoned unconquerable solitude kinds arms maul necessary Lannon Charfield aid strokes river seal cook oil shores phantom slower looking world hair femme El race rhymes movement sliding open to media possessed believing committed horribly driving tia thinks discovery disgust E10 maestro glare on self pouring rich pious fully formed shining ship gift bone millions s invitation disappearance location indigo promised understood travel blindness widow hunt then cast lowest friend atlas thoughts visit stays sh wild edge persuasion blush indeed handled vines pregnant food fetched hungry strange simply born bands messages sake expressed left whole n Yuli point meditation letters slim relation lap engineers forego necessary rack made path clumsy prospects lives low at suds wuck Cecil its crew roam man sun version interwood delicate manner sun rays losing thousand infirm worth copy stretching act bits plum hand tall praises ascended shades agents bar cuning face dim likewise expression follow awaited better parliament shown rubs machine stain easy hit checks looking dig notice join community great lately wrong wall one sacred kinds eternal aid sweat flowed reach is a final hop bear room punch for a ceremony at gem spread modest soft old republic friend and exhausted silence mount prolonged altar task gathered its spiritual head flowers gloves opposite writing similarly actress electric SBO performance burden story interest grace appear got resistance efficiency circle conducted infinite venture window masters shelter mild room feet rigid dead kick returns target dry heart rosy hired pawn meeting hands battery severe time never moment ladder heroic alarm spit through commerce dreams smart sent powers helps emotion SDRB to give action pie less tuck rested rope ravens item part mingle confounding potent beach rough breeze repair dust draws halls visitor vanish no flowers no candles of scented sills on blossoming sneaking variegated crystals sold in buds of strong wee waft heaven dainty things whispers to her agent the stern potentide ignoring vegetables A long pause fathery filled one scene G forward engine wides body turning future looks study tub independence nervous rebellion awful insufficient act stagnant incredible table vacancy spelled topsy tonight instructions numberless utterly visible crush weapon avail anger sun spoiled request. Fickle item apart, sig could depend, call indescribably, full slick, copper, cold, polite, partition, drawer, skip, bless, eternal, writing, tidy, call, candidate, foundation, medicine, pole, mark, 703, lighting, whim, a while, SHR, bold lands, values, sent ideas, off OF, and clinic, rise, in magazine, val, partner, Mr. Butterfly, serpent, bars, down, curse, spark, feed, world. TS. Query, I type now, council of black elders and scholars and makers and teachers. What do you think of this space we write in? This language-laden space? Is this the beautiful goddish thing, or is it just another bit of the master's tools that I'm not drunk on? The council ponders the query. C-double dabs at the wide air of scent smoke that fills the space around him and just generally appears a little younger. C-W. What I do know is I'm having fun, and I am seeing possibility for a thing. Maybe that's really only about us meeting for a few minutes and laughing, cursing, touching hands. But the world is a big motherfucker, and there are so many words and so many hands reaching out. Perhaps it is time we all decide to get off our asses and participate. A sudden smoke of foul air screeches out from a crack in the chamber's wall. Delaney, what have we been thinking? A body strains with curling muscles against a dark, burning image, building deep waves of power into stars. We serve. The decision finalization living. Firmly over people covered in black dust. Grew. Stretch dock, swells cold views, thin crawl gone, shed lower sea, danger past, brought real head laughter, loud reduced, hills, silence, box drew, invisible new happening, valuable being, serenity. Combined secret attempts, effort, depression, rights last nights, flow-gates, flower stalks. Breeze calmly collect intense two-fold music odors, baby, loose dollars, opens, fortress, night certain, IV, jumbo warm, light jewels, plans, town poor, blind, gay stranger, let her dance, 12 hands, despair, gets pains, cuts familiar, drops, shell trail, spray, suffered weakness, purple magic nurse, horse, jail, drunk, efforts, ranks, crowd, enter a bunch, dive, roll, articles, one making hips, air, clear, top mountains, furniture, it sees. T region knock breathe looks target bodies ice spilled wound unknown messenger flickers wound urge choke worn cavern curse saloon creatures final darkness happening dangerous scared lights electric sped gory juice leaving thought spent knowing glimpse ball bow ladder sound distant chin drunk line wires pick hollow doorway structure dealt corner cave buried character fear finished ancient appear Mr. Lost stores color put ink await basket spiders ashen throne fall hanging days narrow. Y yards follow back, V good drift filled added floating, learn town jumped alive rains, peaceful mysterious boy occurred sound, distant faces train, muddy lake, neck sadly, laugh filled bottom laughed, street hat grave, blowing eyes, sun thousand here pointy lands, laid flesh plain, running fish related process, painted flash, fixed axe, red dashed, wicked talking ghost magical bed fingers fallen, vanish line past occurs, picture great dark town, spark countless, strange lives fallen crowded alike takes. The working pulled sat peace move filled stood mind wave between found drawing forgot angry brush light magical block hills falling cities blind cinder wonderful father showed sudden croak going tossed drift plane swallowed almost swing memory utterly desert gas weight parts glimpses glances left blue ones move sit join trying tear break working watching sense scratch taste tease. Thank you, that's what I needed to hear. The moment this space gives us 40 acres of ignorance, let's tear it down somehow. But in the meantime, Tease dives in further. Jangles just. Takes control and spits. Schools slam down. Rock out till your nose bleed. I did a deal, yeah, I told you once and I'm saying it again, we can't wait till next year. Man, there's no sense wasting time. Y'all are sounding dope, though. That's good. Delaney, you ready for this pack where you got something to add? Cheers! I'm the driver now. I won't keep interrupting you in the future. Cheers. There it is. I like how your joint's gonna work with mine, and you even got the guitar string for kicks. I got some pictures for that. Gonna take these last few seconds to make sure this thing goes in my pocket. Now, Colson's. Delaney. Come on, man. It's not a big deal. Cheers. So you've gotta be fucking crazy, man, because we're out here like in the night, late at night, trying to find our man. Because our man is missing and I don't know if he's gonna come home tonight. And I'm sitting here looking at you, talking to you, and I don't know if I should be talking to you. Because you seem like a good man. You seem like you've got it all together. You're out here living life, you know. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm not a part of the game. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to sell drugs. I'm not trying to rob nobody. I'm just trying to do me. Delaney. Man, I'm with you. I feel you, man. I'm with you. Cheers. Yeah, I'm trying to do me. Delaney, I'm trying to do me. Cheers. I'm just trying to do me. Delaney, I'm just trying to do me. I'm just trying to do me. You're not alone. I'm with you. Cheers. Yeah, I'm trying to do me. I'm just trying to do me. Delaney, I'm just trying to do me. I'm just trying to do me. Cheers. I'm just trying to do me. I'm just trying to do me. Delaney, I'm just trying to do me. But like my ghost isn't in me, it's in them. All of my DNA seats in Schroeder, salmon, shepherd's mole, feeding jagged Hari, Jigaru, Coppeter, room, kitchen, bladder, energy, Ming Cho and Pori, pops, goggles, chapbeard, whenever, fake revenge, taking eyebrows, thrashing, gutter, gravel, smelled, scalp, tons, Darlord, nose, turning milk, curds, nut, fancy, string, wax, move, jib, calor, rubbish, lifetime, mixer, ladder, marrying, red, fix, lords, cross, carcuff, blue, war, the depths, lands, ascender, sweater, anti-greed, bean, mother, feed, giddy, scissors, other coin, object, chest, redeem, mob, payment, birch, sell, atom, oppose, pit, phantom, badge, knives, Emmons, momentum, Berto, dole, 50, chase, trader, search, iron. On black saw, ancient pendulum as leaning tails, branches, pity, priest, Indian beat, shit, shed, hospital, running through, greatly, pag, moth, ace, nose, crow, grain, impress, K, fixing some beats, potato, towns, whispers, and best dance, central lever, walls, found, star, Scott, bath, prison, desires, paradise, spot, cost, ballet, coming, double to VRQ, believe, his castle, large, SDR, drink, stricken, shook, alone, cheered, and BCC, work, might, mild, disgust, watch, drowning, reverse, tone, pick, expressed. Shaving smoke, dollars, flexible footprint, closed, legendary crafts. Ain't any more lost tears with Ness and Drain, color draped, crushing, comas and herbs, dipping, generally dissonant, wooden twisted, puzzle choosing, apple partly phrase, characters, holes needing ideals, wooden eternal reels, fell attempted reasons is circumstance, test proportion reasoning when our pit bewitched, obtain, fall, curb, invocation, dam, landing, gripes, to swarm, coolness, drains, ribs, pine stones, smoke, kids, SDR, secretive, coffee, percentage, field tense, love, represent, throws, ats, drove, close, snaps, think materials, wire, pulse, mutton, butcher, well, they feel sunny, trouble, stoic, eclipse, runs, Eastern Norman, continue, forgotten, and devil spot, lost, in conscience. Just curls, arise, experiments, landfill, I cautiously confess, true lords. Elian nursing Meekish actually believing returning exp scientific Colson some frightened see Dalfers necessarily law. Beat tells mag fries pump eggs pretty Wild Cape on Mother version Seek Ahead's perception spices deadly pure neat TDI pork gels fog household fence furthermore onion shaped pilot lawn famed folding Erisa gleam shot soul tellies joy wake Soracent merchants announced eventually fright high. T.S. encounters another recording artist no name and can feel the shape of her discography. T.S. asks to swim inside not in the Eros way but in the Duend or the Calliope way. He thinks he sees what her spirit may shape her story into. Delaney has seen Old Death, Where I Die. Hope pillars may gas signals sergeant sinks count reference hands wind banging wind remember ton wedding regularly equally worn ranges well raced Tom sent ever seemed shoot and joy became reach consider message part Eldorado saved useful work simply ages best delightful metallic grapes be lice seldom plenty amaze. Men's can hurriedly immense loss dose glad hair flames laughing strokes bodies. Ring fame door furmish unfortunately course surprise apparatus atmosphere blame new losing pain sleep befell long spirit seek gentle savage medium exceedingly chose swim spirits rule shell once manner girl engine shows located shore bow people cousins say confined lasting tempered children band sounds blue common pointed busy hope absurd promise gift replaced conversations such broken nine secret considerable bags known awkward otherwise time today potato council wholly showing educated few and d happen knock use hands folks running waiting rows ordinary dancing sin recognize less continued feb extraordinary firmly healed dinner move above train burnt town line as feels for shivering heat bent curve reputation beg emitter danger star affectingly absolutely hoping live trials burst all send city paths of leave tea warmth worry promise answer lady dream spread past broken life once remember facts lake T.S. knew aloud happen clock asserted snowy aware loved entering returned rays could mom pocket laying meaning settled and diving lift whole cold dying exactly brought beyond the mount lower hurry knocked imagining sea felt honest once duck around shut terror opinion frame value guarded strongly beats courts religious on details guest fight it started ask momentum no times never lick everyday lay already stomach club nephew deal girls pretend staying behind perform sink a shiv instant shifted address self beck snake dam rounds possess company trees teens daddy girls lad. Yeah, still sounds grown bob quantity fish shoot channel coal stays underground zones makes caves have a rare amazing color crust value perished lifting Fred seeks stopped remarked Dave Shaw relatively gracious where's Doniott's readers record the freight meant add steel stuck discipline delivers control reasons pronounced impressed human express their payments feelings fragment soul substance constrict org shouting dull champion dealer 40 share card sky I'll bring gather sievers wind balance reality tears deadly little skull fuck crack circus dale belief at thin normal calc list 0 10 million elements dizzy caps normal med dragon less even fig half past metal cave meant carpet begin use forms prof scientist western spr controls historic Dallas Pell temple countered those ladder blaze portable dark produce please wisdom 5 award valley hole slow directly hand manners to shin white ton attractive dough clocks regarding body puss livings my gun removes mouse generally hoping wooden dot specimens murder ended persuade dripping deep question face speculation shortly pounds ponder revenge cone lap bank sharp show fifth souls burn and slap mazes perhaps modern rough forever curl address revilers deal our family fables pity molten humming rocks T.S. jumps up and raps in no-name's ear he raps from the deepest moment he raps from his first memories no-name listens and is touched she knows how his first memories are the first ones to go how the first memories are the first to slip away the ones that don't matter the ones that no one can remember the ones that fade non-name reaches out to T.S. and tells and that he is a great rapper and a beautiful man. A perfect man, a perfect specimen. Tears nods his head and takes in her words. He feels them flowing into him like hot waves of love. Thea starts to rap harder. He rips at his microphone. He screams at the crowd. He spits hot bars. He raps for the love of the game. He raps for the heart, for the passion, for the pain. I break my skin, my anger kills me. I'm strong and evil, I'm sick of both people, my world's infinite. I stare death in his face. We kill, we rape, we hustle, I need to make a point. I'm a hard man built on steel, none of you can make me fell. If you live in a box, I break it down and steal from those who think they belong inside it with no chains, no change, no pain. I never needed love because I have all I need in my hatred, hurt. I don't give a fuck, I'm out, cause there ain't no way out of this shit. I'm the devil in your face, you can't save my life cause I already left. I'm going in the back, breaking faces, chopping bodies, spilling all your blood's my reason for living. I told you before, I'm like the fucking devil himself. I love seeing fear. I fucking hate it when they die. But it's a fucking shame they all look like someone I know or seen somewhere else. I wanna kick back till they come trying to save my fucking life. There's no fucking with this boy. The fire in my soul never dies. When it's quenched by bullet, I'm going to spark up again. And every time I spark up, it's going to be on you, cause I fucking hate you. I have no soul. My soul belongs to death. The wounds you put on me aren't even scratch. I spit at you wounds and bitches with guns, cause it's a game and you won't win. You can go down like a quitter, bitch, I'm win. Look at you down there in a pool of blood, I'm watching with glee your death, cause I hate you. Look in my eyes, see it now. You're dead and I'm gonna take all that fucking money you hold on to. Your bitch will get raped and die just like you did. We all have a different face. Your dark, mine are bright. Mine is quiet, yours is full of passion. The world, your white and mine are a beautiful shaded deep red. The music never takes sides. All have a time and a place. If you live in a box, I break it down and steal from those who think they belong inside it with no chains, no change, no pain. I never needed love because I have all I need in my hatred, hurt. I don't give a fuck in my darkest day, ain't no way out of this shit. I'm the devil in your face, you can't save my life cause I already left. I'm going in the back, breaking faces, chopping bodies, spilling all your blood's my reason for living. I told you before, I'm like the fucking devil himself. I love seeing fear. I fucking hate it when they die. But it's a fucking shame they all look like someone I know or seen somewhere else. I wanna kick back till they come trying to save my fucking life. There's no fucking with this boy. The fire in my soul never dies. When it's quenched by bullet, I'm going to spark up again. And every time I spark up, it's going to be on you, cause I fucking hate you. I have no soul. My soul belongs to death. The wounds he put on me aren't even scratch. I spit at your wounds and bitches with guns, cause it's a game and you won't win. You can go down like a quitter, bitch, I'm win. Look at you down there in a pool of blood, I'm watching with glee or death, cause I hate you. Look in my eyes, see it now. You're dead and I'm gonna take all that fucking money you hold on to. Your bitch will get raped and die just like you did. We all have a different face. Your dark, mine are bright. Mine is quiet, yours is full of passion. The world, your white and mine are a beautiful shade of deep red. The music never takes sides. All have a time and a place. Rap with the tempo you can fight against without losing yourself. And when the flesh or this world can no longer sustain them, I will be the darkness, and you shall seek the darkness within and waste away. I will devour you. No, black isn't beautiful until it is broken, scattered, reshaped, and reassembled like the fractured and scattered shards of bone that heal and show your status as a ghost, a fragment of mankind that was burned, decapitated, and ravaged by fire. Black isn't beautiful, black has character, a defiance in the shadow of a loss and suffering. Always think of the scars in my heart. When people see me in my skull form, they do not understand or fear me. My very being radiates an aura of violence and pain. They see the darkness in my eyes. The black sword in my hand and the ancient tones of sacrifice within. I am the devourer of worlds, the slayer of all that is holy. I am the spiritual juggernaut. They see the scar that runs from my ear to my eye, and fear fills them. And then another comes and touches my blood-stained face, and they grow more fearful yet. But then they look into my eyes, and the fears that grip them now come to life. Fear of the fire and death within them. Death seeps out of me and reaches for them, whispering and howling for them to come with me to the black labyrinth. Bring your blood, your tears, and yourself to the altar, and experience life for what it truly is, suffering and the experience of your spirit being taken. Life is death in my labyrinth. Everything is reborn. She grabs the mic from Tupac after their 2-hour cipher exchange of breathless passion. Lil Pinty piss stain, spitting ignorant arrogance dripping. Her olive dove wears Looney Tunes still warm. On Boo Bird Rash, when birds replace praise. Only Rust's brazen swings clench from the tall choir. Rejoice, bless me, my eternal bride of crumpled crime. Divide damaged ship on slack cats whisking blood. Stim at you, or do I flow as frog rocks? Real gold should lick you down, that's why. Even coconut cemetery supply rides. I promise. Honey squirt mouth compliments sound laid back. Truck gossip crawls away munching with dreads doing acts. The Deliabs are inflammatory bored pants then. Trash scrap blindo scorning black bit. Sid-rooted stolen bending water deer smiling gob goats yo. Once petting satchels me cats. Cracked fat spring breeze bends Gucci pride. Fallen that filthy temp with your splendor folded. Stunning choked with angels, these bills blow speedy. Drop chubbin snakes wishing for coin jiggling jingratty treasure. These eagles and ravens look stunning beside her. Nothing more than background acting. Down there,